Hey guys, I've wanted to do a Rechain of Memories challenge ever since I started my challenge videos months ago, but had no ideas. This isn't a can we beat Rechain of Memories using only summons. I decided to just fight the final flying Marluxia boss just to see if it was possible. Granted, it took me 10 minutes and a few tries, but it's possible. If you just want to see the actual fight and don't want to hear my voice, you can skip to this point in the video to see the descent into madness. I'll wait. I would have liked to do this challenge for the entire game instead of one boss fight, but I'm playing on the PS4. If I had Kingdom Hearts on PC, this challenge may actually be possible with some mods, but then it may not be much of a challenge. Before I show the fight, there are some explanations and setup involved to do this challenge. First of all, what are summons in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Kingdom Hearts game? Summons are magic cards, not trap cards, and they summon a summon character from Kingdom Hearts 1, like Simba, Tinkerbell, etc. Chain of Memories also has a magic card for Cloud, so he'll count as a summon too. Donald and Goofy do not count as summons, they are friend cards. If I get them during the fight against Marluxia, they'll do just like me on a regular basis and be a waste of space. I won't use them, so they'll just sit in the deck. As for what the summons do, they are all pretty lame. I know that not everyone has finished the game, so if you don't want to hear about summons, you can skip to this point in the video to get to the setup required to beat the game. Thanks for wanting to hear my voice if you're still here. I like to hear me talk too. So starting with Bambi, he is somewhat useless. Unlike Kingdom Hearts 1 where he was a god in my no attack run, he only drops HP orbs in this game, so we can only use him to recover HP. While somewhat useful, we need to damage Marluxia, not heal Sora. The best defense is a good offense, and Bambi is not willing to fight to prove me wrong. A single Bambi card and a slide of 3 Bambi cards both make Bambi do 3 jumps. He just gives more HP jobs with the slide. Genie is interesting. Just like in KH1, he'll do magic attacks, except it's a lot worse in this game, as they are random. People complain about Donald in this game healing bosses. Well, Genie can heal bosses too, as he will also use the wrong magic attacks. But Genie is also lame since 1 card only does 1 magic attack, 2 does 2 magic attacks, and 3 does 3. Considering the damage output of Genie's attacks, his cards are satisfactory at best. Dumbo was also a god in Kingdom Hearts 1, however this game got something wrong. Sora no longer shrinks down and rides on Dumbo's head. It's just Dumbo, and unlike Kingdom Hearts 1, the damage in this game is not ridiculous and doesn't seem to have the crazy range like in KH1. Dumbo's also a bit slower to turn than in the first game, but at least we are invulnerable. The more cards in a slide we have, the longer Dumbo will stay on the field. He's definitely more useful than Genie, but a sharp stick is more useful than a dull stick, but both are terrible to use in place of a gun. That's basically Dumbo. Tinkerbell is a better Bambi summon. I really love the Neverland summon in KH games, and I'm making a video discussing just that to release sometime in the future. Anyways, Bambi and Tinkerbell will be our only ways of healing in this fight. Tinkerbell works just how she works in KH1 and KH2, and will constantly give you HP, but unlike Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, it's only for a fixed period of time. The more Tinkerbell cards in a slide you have, the longer Tinkerbell will stay. So if you're low on health, Twinkle level 3 will make her stay with Sora longer than 1 card. Tinkerbell also makes you mash the triangle button if you want more HP, so you'll have to work for it this time. Simba is trash. If there is a summon that's trash, it's Simba. He needs to be directly in front of enemies to damage them, and the damage he does do is not at all good. Sure, a slide of level 3 Proud Roar does more damage than a level 1 Proud Roar, but this is another sharp stick and a dull stick scenario. Mushu will be one of our 2 main damage dealers. When we use him, Chain of Memories turns into a third-person shooter, and we can just shoot enemies. Like the other cards, the more Mushu cards we put in a slide, the longer Mushu will stay on the field. Mushu's Inferno-style Fireball Jutsu will usually hit Marluxia and take a chunk of his health. The more Mushu cards we have in our slide, the more fireballs he'll shoot, and the more likely we are to win. Our last summon is Cloud, and Cloud is the best summon for the fight, and our second and preferred damage dealer. There is a caveat though. Cloud is only useful when we put 3 of his cards in a slide. One of his cards just does a sword swing, which is pretty useless, and 2 of his cards just does a cross slash, which just adds a sword swing to the already useless attack of 1 Cloud card. Both of these are worthless attacks as Marluxia is in the air and is constantly moving away, so they will rarely connect. However, if you have 3 cards, you can use Omnislash. This is the best summon move that we have for Marluxia. Cloud will fly towards Marluxia a few times and swing the Buster Sword. This is the best way to damage Marluxia. The only reason this strategy is not foolproof is due to the fact that I do not have a ton of Cloud cards. Those are all the summons. Basically, Bambi and Tinkerbell will heal Sora, Simba will tickle Marluxia, Genie and Dumbo aren't totally useless like Simba as they do a little damage, but I'd still say they're useless. Mushu and Cloud will be the MVPs of the fight, as they do the real damage to Marluxia. Lastly, there is a bit of setup needed to even attempt something like this. You'll have to accumulate thousands of Moogle points and a bunch of Moogle shop cards and spend them on only magic cards. The reason for this is that you need to play the gambling game to get cards. This is the main way that you'll get 99% of your summon cards. I hate the RNG aspect of this challenge as you're just hoping to get the right cards. And this is why modding the game will make it feasible to do this challenge, as we can just give ourselves the proper cards. As for the deck that I used to fight Marluxia, here it is in all of its glory. I would have preferred a deck of just Cloud and Mushu, but I didn't have a lot of luck when I was gambling with the Moogles. We do need to have one Keyblade card in the deck, as the game won't let us use a deck without one. And that's going to be it for me talking in the video. Now for the moment that you've all been waiting for, as I think I explained the madness of using summons well enough. The boss fight against Marluxia starts now.
Will be scattered. Do you want to scream? Courage! You'll now know real fear. Power! I'll handle this! No good! Courage! I'll handle this! Behold! Power! I'll handle this! You got it! Ha! Toodaloo! Power! Courage! You got it! Toodaloo! Power! You got it! Ha! Toodaloo! Courage! Power! Courage! You got it! Toodaloo! Art will be scattered. Power! Do you want to scream? Courage! No good! No good! Power! No good! No good! Courage! Power! Courage! I'll handle this! Power! You got it! Prepare. Toodaloo! Courage! You got it! Sink into the darkness! Courage! Prepare. Power! Courage! No good! Behold! Power! No good! Courage! I'll handle this! No good! Power! I'll handle this! Courage! You got it! Ha! Power! You got it! Toodaloo! Come on! Art will be scattered. Courage! Do you know? Courage! Prepare. Courage! You got it! Ha! To the world without light! Power! I'll handle this! No good! Courage! Power! You have it! Ha! Toodaloo! Courage! No good! Behold! Ha!